Hi, you guys. Today I feel finally ready to share a message from my heart from all of you guys, for all of you guys, or for whoever listens to this. And if you're hearing it, then this is for you. And it should probably resonate. And if it doesn't, maybe it's just not time for you to hear it yet or something. Because, there's really no such thing as time. It's just something that humans made up. So yeah, this message is timeless and it'll be here for you when you need it. And it's also for my own self. Yeah, I came all the way up into the mountains today to do this, and it's pretty crazy. It's May, but it's snowing. I'll show you. Yeah, you can see it snowing. It's better outside, so I'm coming out here. And I just needed to be alone because I was starting to get really frustrated in my house with my whole family around me all the time, because you sometimes just need to be alone so you can hear what your soul is saying, and you need to be alone sometimes so you can feel what your heart is going through. Like, just get your energy by yourself instead of entangled with others all the time, because it can be really frustrating for your higher self when you're trying to hear something, but you can't because you're always listening to others. So sometimes you just gotta get out here by yourself. And this is just crazy. I haven't been in this area for a while, and we had a big flood last year, and you can see where there used to be a bridge right there. So yeah, pretty cool. I feel like this is a good spot. I don't know if the creek's gonna be too loud, but I'll show you. It's really pretty. Hopefully I can show you. Yeah, ooh, it's slippery. Everyone deserves peace, and if you're not having any, just know that you deserve it. And sometimes it's something you kind of have to fight for a little bit, and that's okay. You deserve to have what you want in life, and you have to fight really hard. Maybe it's and hurt other people for it. Maybe it's not something that you actually do need, and you have to reevaluate that. But yeah, life is meant to be good. And if it's not good, you have to look at what you're sending out, because you get what you give. What you send out, you will receive. I've heard threefold and I've heard tenfold. So just keep that in mind. If stuff isn't going your way and things are feeling terrible in your life, sometimes you have to look at what kind of person you are and what you're sending out. And sometimes also those things just need to happen for you to grow. Because it's not good to become stagnant, just like water. When water is stagnant for too long, it gets kind of gunky. And that can happen to your energy and your spirit, and you don't want your life to be that way. Change can be hard, but it's good for you. It's necessary. It's what helps you grow. Yeah, I'm just gonna, let's see. What else does anybody need to hear? You are beautiful and you are perfect exactly as you are, and it's really important for you to figure out who you actually are in life, not what anybody else wants you to be, because your life is for you. It's your life. It's nobody else's life. It's yours. It's yours to live as you feel fit. And no one else is in your heart and soul. They don't know what makes you happy like you do. Sometimes there are people who are paying attention and they know the things that you like, but nobody feels what lights you up like you do. And if you're not feeling it, then that might be a problem. It's good to be connected to your heart and your soul and your feelings, even the ones that are really hard, because the only way to get through those is to feel them. You can't just skip it. There's a lesson there for you, something for you to learn. That's why it's happening. You deserve to be here, and you are here for a reason. You are not an accident, even if your parents accidentally made you. You signed up to be on this planet for a reason. And I know it's not easy, and it isn't for the faint of heart. Plus, it would be kind of boring if it was just easy peasy all the time. It would get old. And if you've never experienced pain, you wouldn't have any appreciation for happiness or joy. It just wouldn't mean anything to you. And we are a part of this planet, and we belong to this earth just like all the trees. And we are here to flow just like the river. We're just here to go along sometimes with things because that's just how it is. But unlike the river and unlike trees, we can protect ourselves and fight for what we want. And sometimes that's important to do. Just like how you see animals fighting for their territory sometimes. That's just a part of life sometimes. You need to be bold. It's good to take risks. You don't need to be taking risks all the time, especially if it feels like you're going to get hurt. It's important to listen to yourself. And if you can't hear yourself, you got to work on that. There's a lesson there for you there, I suppose. What else? Well, now I feel like my crystals want to say hi. Some of them. This one, I guess, wanted to say hi first. This smoky quartz point. Let's see. How do I get it? I don't know. I think this crystal just needs to remind you that you're ancient. Your soul is ancient. We are eternal. We are not these bodies, but we are within. And if you've ever stared in the mirror for a really long time, you might have noticed, especially if you were like tripping or something, you might have realized that the blackness in your eyes of your pupil is the same black as next to the stars. You know, that the void is within us, and it is us, and we are eternal. And it's important to remember that, and remember to stay grounded and be connected to this earth, because we are a part of it. That's why we're here. And it's important to get outside and ground yourself every now and then. And if you can't, you can use this video if you need to. Whose energy is clearly seeping in. And then I have this lepidolite here that wants to say hi as well. You know what you need to do. It's important to listen to that quiet voice that's within, you know, the one that tells you you might want to bring a coat, and then that one, and then you think, oh, it's a beautiful day, I don't need to bring a coat. Nonsense. And then you're on your adventure, and a half an hour later it gets really, really cold, and you wish you brought a coat or something like that. You know, I'm sure all of us have ignored that little quiet voice that told us to do something and kind of regretted it later. And then I have this pretty green fluorite heart. It wants to let you know that you are loved. You deserve love. You are loved. It's something that is a magical thing humans have that we can emanate and use to heal ourselves and heal the world. And I have some red tiger's eye, and also a tiger's eye bracelet to remind you that you are protected always. Even if you can't see the angels and spirits around you, they're there. They love you. And each human, when they were born, was assigned like one guardian angel, or sometimes many, depending on, I think, your mission. And yeah, you're never alone. There's literally no such thing as alone, technically. I mean, it's different to get away from humans, because we have our own energy field that we emanate, and sometimes our energies can get really entangled, and that can get confusing. I don't know what this crystal is called. I do not remember it all. I just know that it feels really grounding and super ancient and just powerful. So there's that. And I have a rose quartz heart. I actually have two rose quartz hearts right now. So lots of love is necessary for this video, I suppose. And just a reminder that you deserve a lot of love, and you have a lot of love to give, and you are worthy of love, even if you don't feel like it sometimes. We all make mistakes. We all do things that we regret. And sometimes that's just like something that someone else needed on their journey. Like sometimes if you're a mean person in someone's life, it can show someone else to like either be nicer, or that there's lots of different things. Sometimes that's what it is. Like you're dealing out karma for somebody. My hair looks really cute, I think. So I keep looking at it. Distracto. Let's see. I think this blue kyanite right here is reminding me to speak my truth, and for you to speak your truth too, because you deserve to be heard. That's why we have a voice. It's not something we just need to hold in all the time. Something that deserves to be shared. You deserve to be heard. And you deserve to be here. You are loved, and sometimes it feels easier to play small and tell yourself that you're not meant for big things, or like whatever you're dreaming of, you're just confused about or whatever, but that's not true. You have the dream in your heart for a reason. Every person is meant to do what they're meant to do, and that's unique for every one of us. Just like snowflakes, we are all unique, and we all have our own purpose. And sometimes playing small can really hurt you, and it can hurt those around you, because when you're not emanating your authentic vibration, you're not going to be aligning with the people who are meant to be in your life. And sometimes that can be really painful, like especially if you're not in like connection with who you truly are, and you aren't vibing your actual vibration out into the world, emanating it, then whoever's meant for you might not find you, because you might not sync up. So maybe you're like, if you're really feeling alone and looking for like your life partner, your soulmate, whatever, your beloved, you have to look at if you're being really true to yourself. And it could be the same thing to them. Maybe they're not in connection with who they truly are, so your vibrations aren't going to align, and you're probably not going to meet up. So that's something to look at and think about and feel about. Mainly feel about, because our thoughts aren't the same as our feelings. They're two entirely different things. Sometimes they can coincide, but they're not the same thing. I feel like a lot of times your thoughts come more so from your ego, and your thoughts can also not be your own. They're very easy to be planted into you, because you can, especially now, when you're close to someone or just thinking about someone, sometimes you pick up on their thoughts, because nothing physical is even really real either. That's what a solid is. It's something that is vibrating so slowly, particles that are vibrating so slowly that they appear solid. This life is just one big trip, really. None of this is actually really real. We get to keep our feelings forever, I suppose, and what we learn here. That's why it's important to be connected to your spirit. You listening to yourself, feelings. They are important, people. We have them for a reason. So, yeah. I feel like that's all I need to say. I love you, and you are powerful beyond your wildest dreams. And this is all just a dream. Life is just a dream. So make it a good one. I love you. Bye.